One club's experience. Establishing a district international project. Hilary Gordon of the Rotary Club of Old Meldrum explains how she became involved with First Steps Himalaya. The project I would like to tell you about is working with First Steps Himalaya in Nepal and the Rotary Club of Kopandal to provide 5 satellite early childhood development centres using a Rotary matching grant. In July 2009, Ken Patterson, District International Service Chairman for District 1010, was charged by the then District Governor, Bill McFarlane Smith, to set up an international literacy project. At that time, RI had started the Future Vision project, and, as part of this, matching grants could be developed only between clubs or districts in 2 countries, both of which were or were not pilot districts. 1010 is not a pilot district, so this led Ken to think about Nepal, which, like 1010, is also in a district not part of the pilot project, as a country where it might be possible to develop a literacy project for our clubs to participate in. By pure chance, a very long-standing friend of Ken's told him that the daughter of our cousin, originally from Paisley, had set up a charity called First Steps Himalaya in Nepal with her Nepalese partner Durga. Fiona and Durga both live in New Zealand and registered the charity there, but it operates in Nepal, and they visit Nepal frequently to oversee their charity. Ken discussed the charity with me as District Literacy Coordinator, and I agreed that it seemed to fit the requirements for a district literacy project. I contacted Fiona and Durga at First Steps Himalaya to discuss how Rotary could help them. I was very excited when I heard what First Steps Himalaya had already achieved and what they would like to do with more funding. A brief description of the project. First Steps Himalaya works in partnership with disadvantaged communities in rural Himalaya to provide early childhood development, community health and awareness. Their aim is to ensure that every child is granted their right to childhood through long-term and sustainable positive behavioural changes. The Early Childhood Project provides a simple community centre which serves the needs of mothers, babies and preschool children. Through parent education programmes at the centre, they help break the cycle of poverty by promoting better parenting methods so that women value their child's education and fight to keep them in school. By doing this, the miserable existence of millions of women and girls could become a thing of the past, and children could win their right to a childhood. Following the success of the Sangachok Early Childhood Pilot Project, the proposed project working with Rotary aimed to establish 5 additional satellite early childhood centres within the same Village Development Committee. The Rotary Club of Old Meldrum and the Rotary Club of Kopandal worked with First Steps Himalaya to plan and carry out the project. By upgrading existing facilities, providing suitable learning materials and training for staff, we were confident that these centres would be equally as successful as the main centre. A Montessori trainer conducts high quality Montessori training on site with all staff, as well as providing ongoing support. Staff at the satellite centres are managed and supported by team leaders at the main centre in Sangachok and meet regularly to share ideas and learn from each other. My club, the Rotary Club of Old Meldrum, agreed to support me and to act as the lead club when it came to seeking funds from district clubs and for an application for a Rotary Foundation matching grant. We also organised some fundraisers to pay for our contribution towards the project. I then contacted the Rotary Club of Coppandall in Nepal as the nearest club to the location of First Steps Himalaya, and, as they already knew of First Steps Himalaya, were keen to support them. They agreed to act as partner club to the Rotary Club of Old Meldrum for the matching grant. In due course, under guidance from me and Coppandall, First Steps Himalaya has developed a specification to meet the needs of a matching grant application. I processed this with help and guidance from Stephen Chorley, District 1010 Foundation Chair, and Kath Chorley, District Training and Development Chair. My club and I publicised the project in the district and persuaded clubs to contribute towards the district share of funds to meet matching grant requirements. The matching grant has now been approved and funds have been received by the Coppandall Club to distribute to First Steps Himalaya according to the agreed plan. The project is proceeding under the local supervision of the Coppandall Club, and plans are now being drawn up for a second stage. At the end of the Rotary year, and then again at the end of the project, reports will be sent to Rotary International. What difficulties have we encountered? It would be unfair of me to say that everything has worked with no hiccups. Firstly, and very important, is that you allow time to build up trust, to enable successful partnerships to be developed between clubs from a different country with different culture. Also to remember is that in very remote countries, timescales can be different from the UK. My advice is to allow plenty of time. A small difficulty we have encountered is with cash flow management. First Steps Himalaya, being a relatively new and small charity, has not built up savings to enable it to pay for goods and services up front in Nepal. The charity uses local workers and products, also requiring to be paid as they go. This led to some difficulties as our matching grant agreement meant that we were to pay after the work was completed on production of receipts. The solution was for the Rotary Club of Old Meldrum and clubs in District 1010 to send start-up money to First Steps Himalaya to give them working capital and to ease the cash flow problems. We also revisited our plan for release of cash, and that too has helped with the cash flow problems. These difficulties have not been insurmountable, but do take time to overcome, and I should say it has been worth finding a solution to this. Next time, if I was starting again with a project, I would build in cash flow capital into our plan up front. The photographs which accompany this soundtrack are of the children at one of the Rotary funded satellites, along with our great teacher and the resources also funded by Rotary. The children don't look in the best of health, but are all smiling and happy and are attending the satellites. I'm sure you will agree that this is evidence of how Rotary is helping a very remote village in Nepal by trying to give the children a childhood. More information is available from the First Steps Himalaya website and in this Moodle course. Thank you.